What up, y'all? We back again. Help you out with them parlays. It's Christmas time. We know you need some extra money now. That's what we here for, baby. What up, y'all? It's your boy, Peppy C, a.k.a. Moneyline Poppy, a.k.a. I told you that was going to happen. With another episode of $1 and a Dream here on Dope Sports TV. For all you newcomers, this is the show where we give you guys all the statistics, everything you need to know, who to stay away from, who to start on your fantasy, who to put on your parlays, so that money could double back, so you could get that dollar and live your dreams. Today we're gonna do 4 games instead of 3. This week the NFL got some good games out, so let's just hurry up and get to it. Y'all know the model here. If you ain't roll them shits, get the roll them shits, and if you roll them shits, get the light in them shits, because it's time to get these parlays right. It's your boy, Peppy C, $1 and a Dream. Now, to let everybody know, the only way you're going to find this parlay help is on YouTube. Dope Sports TV, our YouTube channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Most importantly, subscribe, because you're going to miss out on all this good game, all this free game that we're giving you. We're not even charging you for the subscription yet. But we're trying to help you get these parlays right. Now, first game on the marquee, we got the Detroit Lions against the Green Bay Packers. Rivalry, both teams on fire. Right now, we have the Detroit Lions. We got Jared Goff lighting up the league, 2,900 yards for the year, 71% completions. You want to look at this game last week. Game last week had a hell of a game. 221 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, playing clean football. That offense is playing clean football. Then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. You definitely want to put Gibbs on your parlays. You want to put him for about 60 yards in an anytime TD. He's definitely going to get you them 60 yards and an anytime TD. When it comes to Jared Goff, quarterback wise, if you're going to put Jared Goff down, you don't want to put him for no more than about 200 and about 2 TDs. 2 TDs. I want to say 2 TDs because the Packers defense is not, they're not bums. The Packers are not bums this year. Their record is 9-3, fighting for the division. The NFC North division is crazy. You got Minnesota doing well. You got Green Bay doing well. You got the Lions blazing the league. And then you also have Chicago sitting at the bottom with a whole bunch of potential, but they don't know what to do with it. So the Packers aren't bums at all. So if you think they're going to score that 50 points that they've been doing lately, Vegas has this as a 51. Oh, the over-under on this is 51.5. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to take the over on this. But it's going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout. I think both teams are capable of scoring 25, 24 points. So I do see this being a high-scoring game. They got the spread at 3.5. I'm not really I'm gonna stay away from that spread. But it could be a close game. It looked like it's gonna be a touchdown 3-point game. Division game is late in the year. Both teams don't like each other. It's gonna be very interesting. Jordan Love, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since that boy touched the field, man, them Packers been having everybody just screaming for their life. They're blowing everybody out. They just lighten it up. Doesn't matter who they put. Willis, Love, Jordan Love right now. Jordan Love having a good year. Jordan Love statistics here. Played a great game on Thanksgiving. So far in the year, 2,500 touchdowns. Has 20 TDs, 11 interceptions. Last week, The numbers for Jordan Love last week, ladies and gentlemen. We had him at 2 TDs, 274 yards. Had 2 TDs the week before that against the 49ers. And 261 yards and a TD and an interception against the Bears. Now, I'm definitely going to put him on the parlay for about 2 TDs. Definitely going to put him on the parlay for 2 TDs. I'm definitely going to put him for over 200 yards. He's definitely going to get that. Receiving wise, if you're going to put anybody for anytime TD, you're going to want to put Kraft. You're going to want to put Watson. Or you want to put Reed. Definitely want to put Reed. Another gem when it comes to the Packers. If you got him on your fantasy, you need to start him on your fantasy and definitely put this man on your parlays. Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs has helped transform that team. They get the run established with Josh Jacobs. His statistics for the last 4 games, he's been averaging over 70 yards. He's going to get in the end zone. So you want to put him for anytime TD. And you definitely want to put him for about 60, 70 yards. You might even go 80 because they're going to run the ball. That's the offense is based off the run, and then they hit you with play actions and they throw off the run. Sort of like Detroit. Detroit's the same way. They go play that run, they Gibbs, Montgomery, and then as soon as they hit you with that play action, as soon as you bite on that, that's when they go to Williams. They got J-Mo, then they got St. Brown. St. Brown you want to put for James. You definitely want to put J-Mo for anytime touchdown. But be careful because they also got McKinney back there. So, but you definitely want to put J-Mo for anytime touchdown. The kid is electric. He's definitely going to bring the money back on the parlays. Now, money line wise, you know me, I'm money line P. And I'm going to go with the Packers. The Packers are plus 150 on this game on the money line. I'm all about doubling up my money when it comes to these games. And I think the Packers could do it. The Packers aren't a slouch. You seen the game. I told you guys Indianapolis could have pulled that win out. They could have pulled that win out, but they couldn't get in the end zone. They couldn't get in the end zone. They played tough defense, but they just couldn't get the ball in the end zone. And you know, Anthony Richardson, he's young. He's gonna get it together. He's gonna get it together. And then Jonathan Taylor, he didn't run for nothing. But Green Bay, they got a better running game. Their running game is more established. And their defense is not mediocre. And they can get in the end zone. So that's why I'm running with the Packers, especially what I saw from Detroit last week against the Colts. All right. Second game on the marquee. We got Atlanta Falcons, Minnesota Vikings. One person I'm not going to tell you to put on your parlay is that more Kirk Cousins. That boy, you see what he did last week? He shot 4 innings, bro. He shot 4 innings, bro. The last one, you see the one when he just floated in that end zone? Bro, there was another one he shot. I think it was James Jr., the one that intercepted. There was like 3 people over. No, that was the rookie that got it. There was like 3 people over there. Like, what were you doing? Like, coach, thank God the coach ain't got no damn hair. Would have been pulling it out. You know what I'm saying? But Kirk Cousins, he's like a roller coaster, bro. He starts off hot, then he just starts. I don't know what it is late in the season. He starts playing like. But if you're gonna put him on the parlay, put him for about 150. No more than 150. You're gonna put him for about a touchdown or 2. He's gonna get you a touchdown or 2. All right. But they play in Minnesota. Minnesota has been hot this year. 10-2, right behind the Lions. Sam Darnold. You want to talk about comeback player of the year? He got that off rip. Comeback player of the year, Sam Darnold. You definitely want to put Sam Darnold I want to give him for about 200. I don't want to go to more than 200. I don't want to go to more than 200. You definitely want to put the kid Jefferson anytime touchdown. I'm not gonna put Addison for anytime touchdown, but I'm definitely gonna put Addison for about a good 40 yards. Um, Listen, I liked Atlanta in the beginning of the year. I liked Atlanta. I liked Atlanta. I thought the way they were playing, and it was trending. It looked like they probably could have got to the Super Bowl, but then Kirk Cousins showed up, and all that went down the drain, buddy. I mean, all that went down the drain. But they got a chance. I mean, I'm gonna put Bijan in this game. If you got Bijan, you want to start Bijan Robinson. If he's playing again, these injury updates, you got to check the injury updates too. They come in last minute. Um, Definitely gonna put anybody receiving wise. From Atlanta, you want to look at London, Pitts, or Looney, or Moon. Moon, I think it's Mooney. Excuse me, brother, my bad. But those three you want to put for anytime touchdown. When it comes to Minnesota, again, Jefferson, Addison. You also want to put the running back Adams for about 40, go 40 yards. Money line wise, well, before we get to the money line, I like the spread. The spread is 5.5. I like the spread because this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Atlanta's fighting for a playoff spot. They're going to come out and play. To me, it all depends on Kirk Cousins. If Kirk Cousins is shooting 4 or 5 innings again, forget about it. The over under, we got it at 46.5. I'm going to take that over. Vegas has been light this week on the over under for some of these games. Some of these games they're over under, and the over under is like very light. So I'm gonna play with that over under. I'm definitely gonna take over on this one. Money line wise, see on paper, this is Minnesota's game to win. But this week, I'm gonna take a gamble and I'm gonna put my money on Atlanta. I don't think Kirk Cousins is gonna shoot 4 innings again. And then he's going back to Minnesota. So this is a big game. This is a big game. They're gonna take this one personal. It's gonna be a good one. But I think Atlanta, I think Atlanta's I think Atlanta will sneak this one out. I think Atlanta will sneak this one out. If they win by a field goal. That's why I'm gonna stay away from the spread. It's 5.5. I'm gonna stay away from that spread. But I'm definitely gonna take the over on that game, and I'm running with Atlanta. Plus, Atlanta's a plus 210. Come on, man, you hit on that. Come on, baby. That makes the parlay jump. That's what we about. Again, I want to thank you guys for commenting, subscribing, sharing, tuning into the content. Appreciate it. Hope we giving you some parlay help and some fantasy help. That's what we about here. We're not shaming nobody unless they have a bad game. We're not into your personal lives. For these players, I don't care about none of that. What I care about is you making my parlay jump, bro. That's all we care about. Next game, Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles Rams. For the Bills at 10-2, I was really kind of disappointed. Western New York with the snow. It was about 3 feet, 4 feet of snow. 49ers couldn't really play. I would have loved to see that game because even though the 49ers, they like I don't want to say they mediocre this year. They're just dealing with injuries. Christian McCaffrey was out for like first 6 games of the year, and that's like big part of their offense. A lot was relied on Purdy. I don't think Purdy's like that, so like it kind of showed. But that defense is still tremendous to me. They still play gritty defense. It would have been nice to see Josh Allen against that defense, how he works the offense against that defense. But the snow took that away from us, so we'll never get to see it. But you get to see how they play against the Rams. Now, the Rams, again, I think they're a mediocre team. I don't see the Rams making the playoffs. If they do, they surprise me. Um, I'm definitely going to go with Nakua, 60 yards, anytime TD. Um, Definitely going to go with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, I'm never going to disrespect Matthew Stafford here. I'm put him for about 200 yards. Um, I want to put him for 2 TDs. Kyron Williams, if he's running the ball, again, check the injury updates. If he starts, I'm putting him for no more than 40. That Buffalo defense is tremendous. A running back that is going to start, James Cook. Start him on your fantasy. Put him for anytime touchdown on your parlays. Definitely put him for about 60 yards. They finally put in that boy. That boy finally last year he was doing work. Last year he was putting in work last year. But they just didn't just didn't find the end zone. This year he's finding the end zone. Uh the coordinator finally getting the plays, drawing the plays up to get him in the end zone. Buffalo is looking great with no Diggs. That was something I wanted to see in the beginning of the year. No Diggs, how Josh Allen is gonna move the ball around, and he's been doing that. Definitely gonna put Kincaid anytime touchdown, 40 yards on the parlay. On this game, when it comes to over-unders at 49.5. I don't see this game being a 49.5. So if I'm gonna over-under this week, I'm going with the under on that game. The spread is 3.5. I'm gonna stay away from the spread. If I do, I'm gonna take Buffalo because they're the positive. I think Buffalo is just gonna wear them down. I think Buffalo's gonna wear them down. Uh, they're on a Super Bowl push. They're on a Super Bowl push. They're dying for it in Western New York, and they're playing great football. Josh Allen is playing great football. He's playing great football. Money line wise, I'm running with the Buffalo Bills. I'm not putting my money on the Rams because I am not about to put the Rams and then my parlay is not hit. So I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. Um, right now, I believe in the Bills right now. But the game is in the playoffs. They got to beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs, and yeah, that is yet to be done. But this might be the year. This could be the year. They got a great team, sitting at 10-2. Last game on the night, last game you should put on the parlays is going to be the LA Chargers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs trying to be the first team to win 3 straight. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It looked like this might be their 3rd straight year. I don't see nobody beating Pat Mahomes. There's only two quarterbacks that has beaten Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. That's Tom Brady and Joe Burrow, aka Joe B at this. Cincinnati don't look like they're gonna make the playoffs, and Tom Brady is in the booth calling games. So who is gonna beat that kid in the playoffs? I don't know. All right, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna put him on the parlay for about 200 yards this game. He's gonna find a way to get his 200. Probably even go 250. But the Chargers defense is not whack. The Chargers defense they're not slouches, they're not bums, they're not garbage, they're not none of that. All right? They made Kirk Cousins throw 4 inners. Made him look like they should sit his and start Penix. All right? The defense is not whack. The defense is not. Matter of fact, put the defense on the parlay. Somebody put an inner on there. Put if you got the Chargers defense, you might want to start them. Might want to start them because to me, Kansas City does not have a good receiving corps. It's just Hopkins and everybody else. And I don't see. I don't think Pat Mahomes got good timing with the other receivers yet. All right. So if anybody, you're gonna put Hopkins for anytime touchdown from Kansas City and Kelsey. Kelsey always gets one in there. Pacheco's back. You definitely want to put Pacheco for about 40 yards. I'm not gonna go with the 60 on him. Gonna put him for like 40 anytime TD. Herbert, I'm definitely gonna put Herbert for a good 200, maybe 150, because the Kansas City defense, Steve Spagnuolo, I respect Steve Spagnuolo defense a lot. He was the reason why the Giants beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, and he does great with them with those blitzes. So Herbert might not have the time that he think he's gonna have to throw about over 200. So I'm just cap him at 200, but probably like 150 just to be safe. Vegas got this game as a 3.5. The over under is 42.5. Again, I'm gonna take the over on this game. Like I said, Vegas on the over under has been light with some of these games, and some of these teams they could light it up. They could light it up. They could light up that scoreboard. Money line wise, you know me, money line P. I think the LA Chargers are gonna give Kansas City their second loss, and I see it happening by a field goal. I see it happening by a field goal. Close game, prime time, and I see the Chargers winning by a field goal. The Chargers are a great team. Harbaugh got them playing great football. Big turnaround from last year. Excuse me. You also definitely want to put McConkey. The kid McConkey, put him for about 40. Um, Anytime touchdown, that's up in the air. That's on you if you want to put him for an anytime touchdown. The kid Johnston as well. Maybe put him for about 20. I think they're gonna go to McConkey more, you know what I mean? Catch him on the drags, little dinker dunks, try to move the football. Definitely try to beat the blitz. Kansas City gonna throw at him. So definitely put McConkey for more yards than Johnston. But anytime touchdown wise, up in the air with McConkey. I'll be more secure with an anytime touchdown with Johnston. Again, I want to thank you guys for commenting, sharing, all the interaction you guys doing, the views. Please subscribe. Only way you're gonna get this parlay help is from us here. Unless you go to ESPN and 9 times out of 10 they just talking about nonsense, stuff that barely matters about the game. You know what I mean? This for all my parlay lovers, everybody that wanna get your money back, especially around this Christmas time. This for y'all. Also tap into On Tour with Peppy, where we tour all the great cities with the nice sporting events, all the great venues. Um, so far, Barclays is up there. We got the Barclays Center episode up there. Definitely got the Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Cleveland. Showed me a great time. Can't wait to go back. Hopefully for a Cavs game in the playoffs. Lord knows what they got in store for me. Again, Dope Sports TV, $1 and a Dream. Stay safe out there and whatever.